The Sharon and Phil baby twist was a fairly surprising result, as a lot of the year has been about Keanu and Sharon, Albie being Keanu's baby. But only a couple days ago, we actually learned that Keanu can't be Albie's dad, meaning Albie might genuinely and probably is Phil's and has been all along. So, just immediate reactions. What do you think about the twist?
I love it. It means it gives Keanu, it gives Keanu less power on the square.
Yes.
Means we can slowly fade him out, because honestly, I understand he's liked by most people, but fucking I don't.
What are you, like the fucking fat boy fan? He's liked by most, but disliked by many. He's not. I don't know, mate. I don't think he's very well liked. I'll be honest.
Well, from what I gather, he's not liked, but I just wanted to make that assumption in case people were like, I actually like Keanu, but but the majority don't like Keanu, and
Yes.
I'm included in the majority. So if we're giving Keanu less power on the square,
less reason to be there. Like if Albie's not his kid, there's nothing that really ties him down.
Like let's be honest. Is he really, when his mother either gets arrested or leaves the square, or what did I read? Karen commits suicide or something? Because I read a comment, and I don't know whether it was on our YouTube channel or something, but it's fucking Keanu will get arrested and Karen will commit suicide because her son got arrested. And I was like, am I dreaming this? Is this real?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's not fucking happening. Come on now. Fucking
not arrested,
commenters,
but
you
killed.
mad bastards. Yeah, killed maybe, but fucking... Yeah.
So... What a house Christmas going, she killed herself.
Oh, yeah, love that one. Cheers, co-op employee, not employee, customer. Love that one. I like the Sharon and Phil surprise baby twist because it's something that we never thought was really possible. Because Sharon and Phil never had kids. Because Sharon was... It was said in like 2001 where Sharon's infertile because she had an abortion, but she didn't take the medication afterwards, which made her infertile. But since she's had 2 children, so
it's probably retconned.
And like it was never really on the cards for Sharon and Phil to have a child. But you're telling me we can have a Mitchell and a Watts baby, and instead of a Watts and a Taylor. Like, you know what, lads? I'd rather the Phil and Sharon child. Because, you know, they fucked up Denny. They fucked him up. He was garbage. He probably deserved to die on the show because he was just an absolute prick. They fucked him up.
Is that Phil's kid?
No, that was Dennis Rickman's kid.
Uh-huh.
They fucked that kid up, but now we have a chance. And I get why people are going to be upset because, you know, oh, well, Keanu's been there all along. Ooh. You know? But fundamentally, it means that, yeah, Sharon and Phil have a kid. Phil can go through being a dad again, like he's trying to bet with Raymond. He's trying to... Like, Phil's had a substantial amount of children on the fucking... He's had Louise, he's had Ben, he's had Raymond, and now he's had Albie. He's got 4 kids, and 2 of them are fucking young. He's like 60. He's like fucking De Niro, fucking pumping them full. Yeah, 10 more kids for me. What? Yeah, why not? Okay. But there have been 2 reactions to this twist, which is why we're here, as it's a part of our MO. Someone has stated, now, that's a great twist. The reveal that Albie is actually Phil's son is a great twist and will now propel a lot of characters' stories forward in monumental ways. Alternatively, the one way we've seen it, which is really fun, is obviously Sharon's decided, fuck Phil, he's a piece of shit. I'm just gonna not tell Keanu that this isn't his kid, and I'm gonna let him think that it's his kid. And, like, now she's lying to Keanu. Keanu, like, fucking lied about the kidnapping. Like, Phil's still there. Like, it's gold. It's absolutely gold shit. And this is obviously on a lead, because now Keanu's got more reason to be upset at fucking Christmas. When he inevitably finds out that it's actually, like, that maybe it's like, the dad needs to give blood to like, I don't know, maybe Albie has some, like, issue or something, you know. I don't know how the fucking whatever AADT works. But, you know, like, imagine, like, there's a medical emergency for Albie and it needs both parents, and then Sharon has to be, like, at the altar, like, sorry, Keanu, Phil's the dad, and then Phil's like, yep, fuck you, Keanu, and then Keanu's like, well, I lost my boy. I lost me boy.
He's not your boy, though, is he? You never had a boy.
It's added an extra layer that we know, but they don't know, and it's going to explode at Christmas, and it's going to be fucking beautiful. Like,
I don't know what's going to be more impactful, the fact that Keanu lied about kidnapping, or the fact Sharon lied about him not having a child. Like, I would much rather the impact be that Keanu kidnapped the child, because I just do not want that to be a background story. If someone
it won't be. It won't be.
If someone faked
I'm
kidnapped
hearing
your child,
I've heard some spoilers that essentially, because Karen's going to be pretty down, he's going to invite some family. And I'm going to assume that fucking Malcolm's going to be about. And maybe, you know, Jean's like, I remember you, you know, because she was in the park just before. And to be fair, Malcolm's pretty fucking distinctive, you know, the fucking flat cap, the fucking bright clothes. Yeah, just casual kidnapper. Yeah, I have this child back. You know, so it's gonna, so like that's gonna be heard, and what have you been doing, Karen?
But on the other side of the coin, we have negative Nancy's who think it's a horrible situation, and
yes,
Chris Crenshaw deserves everything he gets in the world. He deserves to get you die. He fucking can't. Great character ever win.
Yep. Someone says Sharon and Phil. What a cop out. I just knew that Sharon wouldn't be allowed to tell Phil about Albie. They've been steamrolling through storylines for months, and yet again the predictable strikes. They should have given this to a I think that's supposed to be a Duff. They should have given this to a Duff, and then a 2-character episode. Would be cool. Would be an interesting episode to see Sharon and Phil, like, all their times, like, trying to have kids, and, like, you know, the Denny stuff, and how that's changed their relationship dramatically, and now how it's a new chance, you know, it's a I want to be better type thing, which would be interesting. Sharon and Phil has decided to give it another go, but Albie was the sticking point, and only when Sharon refused to have him adopted did they call it quit. I forgot about that. I forgot that Sharon went, that's not my child. I'm not raising Keanu's kid. Fuck you. They'd become amazing friends since, and yet I knew E would do the most predictable thing by drawing this out, and it'll be someone else who tells Phil, then the storming around, etc. The unpredictable would have been for Sharon to tell Phil and them to actually talk things out. Yeah, so that's 2 sides. Let's get one from each. Someone says, I'm sick of the merry-go-round they do with Phil and Sharon. Phil suffocates Sharon's character. Since they broke them up, Sharon has flourished. I'm not sure about that, big man. I'm not sure about that one. What do you mean she's flourished? She's been going out with her son. She's been going around with a fucking 20-year-old man-child. What do you mean she's flourished? I love you, Keanu. I don't love you, Keanu. I love you, Keanu. You broke up with me. It's like she's 50 and she's fucking hanging around with this 20-year-old. She's not flourishing. She's living her worst life. She's supposed to be, like, setting up her fucking retirement, not fucking letting Keanu just fucking throw her around the bedroom. Fucking shite bags. Oh, gee, I fucked up the cam. Now they're gonna get them to hook up again. Phil and Kat work. Alfie is yesterday's news. It was great for the first time around, but too much has happened between the two and they need to stay mates. Someone says, I hardly call behaviour that with that moron is Keanu flourishing. She has never been so pathetic. Fucking hell. I'm perfectly fine with the Sharon and Phil kid. I don't know. It's probably quite unreasonable because I don't know how old Patsy Kensit is supposed to be. But imagine if Emma also had a fucking kid as well. Like Phil's just suddenly like fucking popping out babies like there's no tomorrow. Like Max Branning just looking at people and they get pregnant. That's what Phil's doing, as he's absolutely on top form, shagging. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Someone says, what the hell is Sharon supposed to do? She loves Keanu, daft as it is. Give it a couple of episodes. Why can nobody wait for anything anymore? You'd hate how soaps used to be. LOL. I see you on soap subs making multiple threads, nitpicking everything. Why do you even watch these shows if you dislike everything about them? Fucking hell. And they're saying, and then they respond, they never used to drag out every fucking storyline for months. Yeah, they did. Come on now. Fucking be reasonable. I've been watching some older episodes recently, and the show used to have much better pacing. Now everything's a slog to sit through. Why do you watch these shows if you dislike everything about them? So no criticism. Gotcha. Ah, grow up. You don't like the show. Oh, why do I have to fucking wait to watch a soap? Why do I have to wait to watch a soap? Because it's Christmas soon, you fucking idiots. It's Christmas. We're building to moments that are going to be explosive. We're not doing it now. How can you dislike this current iteration of the show? We're getting explosive weeks every fucking... There's at least 2 weeks of explosive shit a month. Like, if you're fucking tired of this, you're not a fucking soap fan at this point. Like, what do you mean? The soap's been the best it's been for years. I don't understand. Like, oh, who comes back? Oh, Ian and fucking Cindy are back. Sound. Oh, also the Knights find out that Cindy's their mum. That happened. Well, that happened in like a week. Just think that they have not really understood the concept of pacing. How about that, Piggy? What do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree. This person is clearly in over their head. They have no idea what they're talking about. They either like the show or they don't like the show. You can have criticism, sure, but if you're critiquing every little detail, maybe the show isn't for you, is my stance.
If you're just watching it and you're getting angry, something's gone wrong.
Like, again, we'll just use a wrestling example. It's like if you watch, it's like the wrestling fans where they'll go, I hate WWE, worst company ever, didn't put the belt on LA Knight, but I will watch Raw, and I will criticise it. It's like the same for EastEnders. EastEnders didn't do the storyline I wanted, but I'll still watch, and I'll criticise. It's like, come on. so you're taking time out of your day to watch a show you don't like, or is not for you, to critique it, and then you're going on a subreddit to critique it, and then obviously you're going to get fans who are like, wait, you're already here saying it's the greatest show ever, and now you're critiquing it. So do you either like it or do you dislike it? You can't have your cake and eat it. Like, this fucker's having cake and pumpkin pie. He's not having he's having a pumpkin pie and cake fiesta over here. Like, he doesn't know whether he's in the bed or out of the bed.
Yeah,
he doesn't know whether
it's really...
he's on top of the hay or on the bottom of it. Like, do you like this show?
I thought it was a fact that the show's been really good this year. But I'm not sure if we're just in the fucking echo chamber. We're like, yeah, it's great, love this, love that. But I swear this is the best EastEnders year we've had in a good long while, right? It's not just got to be fucking hopium. I'm not just going to be having a meltdown, right? Like, it has been good. But, like, I get it, but, like, yes, it may be a little bit slower this month, but it's December soon. I know I probably said it, like, to death, and people are probably going to get fed up, but it's like, it is Christmas soon, guys. All of the storylines that are being built are going to culminate at Christmas. Not all of them, of course, but most of them are going to pay off at Christmas. That's the whole fucking part of Christmas. We're not really stalling. We're just adding more fucking notches to the story. Now the Sharon, Phil, and Keanu dynamic. Well, now there's even more lies, because Phil doesn't know that he now has a kid that he would love to be involved in their life. Keanu thinks he has a kid that's not really his, and Sharon's let him believe it. And fucking Sharon is now, instead of just being mindlessly like, oh, I love Keanu, she's kind of like, yeah, maybe Albie really did just bind us together, you know? Maybe I'm not even that interested in him. Like, it's added a third element to it. And that's why I think it's a great twist. But now I think, now it's just time to go through some of the fun little stuff. So I'm saying, I like Sharon and Phil and Kat and Alfie better as ex-partners and co-parents with a good friendship, so I'm actually hoping this doesn't bring them back together. Yeah, fair enough. It's alright. But, you know, obviously I know that, like, Kat and Phil and fucking aren't gonna be friends after this, you know? They're gonna have a pretty rough breakup. It's gonna be fucking Alfie and Kat are gonna get back together, and Sharon and Phil are gonna get back together. They're not gonna be mates, and they're probably not gonna share many scenes together afterwards. But like, you just kind of can't. Someone says, exactly, they both worked better this way instead of the constant on and off and both pairings have. Plus, the show needs more long-term relationships other than couples that have come onto the show married. I think Ben and Callum have the longest on-screen marriage. Fuck, really? Jesus, that's kind of wild.
I thought it'd be Jim and Dot.
Yeah, they're dead. Well, no, I mean, it's more so, it's on the show. Like, who currently on the show has the longest marriage? There we are. Didn't make it that clear. Yeah, like, Ben and Callum have the longest on-screen marriage, and they've been married for, what, like 2 years? Like, it's not been that long. Maybe, apparently, it's either, yeah, it's Ben and Callum and then Jack and Denise. Someone says, yeah, they're really good as they are, though I'm interested in how a Sharon and Phil child will play out. Him having a kid with Kathy, and now with Sharon is pretty insane. Yeah, Phil's just impregnating everyone. Someone says Alfie and Linda would be cute. I still keep tabs on the Alfie and Linda thing, though. Keep tabs on it. I'm not saying there's gonna be a triangle. But notice how the other day when Alfie was talking to Kat, you good, mate?
Yeah.
Okay. When Alfie was talking to Kat, he genuinely stopped listening to Kat and went, Linda, you're right. You know, just started getting involved there. Someone said Albie's gone from being Peggy's brother to her uncle. That's kind of wild. Obviously. That's beautiful, that.
Wait, what? Repeat that?
Albie's gone from being Peggy's brother to her uncle. Obviously, Peggy Louise's kid.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's funny little fucking... Someone says Phil is just collecting kids, lol. I can't wait for Emma to come back one day and say she got pregnant and he has another kid. Honestly, I know it'd be stupid. It really would. I'll have it. I'll take it. Get Phil more kids. We need more legacies.
Just give them all the kids.
Someone says, I love that this sets up another generation of Mitchell brothers. Obviously, Phil and Grant, Ben and Jay, and Raymond and Albie. True. I keep wanting for Jay to do a Michael Corleone and take over the Mitchell empire, even though Phil is supposedly legit now. Mate, I can imagine Jay as a fucking mob boss. That's not fucking happening. Would be great fun, like, but that's not happening. And finally, let's just end up with this one saying, someone says, I've been saying that the mail order DNA test that was supposedly eliminate Phil as the father was wrong from day one. The twist makes perfect sense considering Keanu, the moron, was never confirmed as the father. Relying on a sample through the mail was stupid to begin with. I just can't believe it took this long. Hopefully this will pave the way for a Keanu exit and not a moment too soon. Yeah, fine by me. It's correcting it. It's correcting the course, right? Now we get Sharon and Phil back together. And as much as I dislike the relationship throughout the bulk of the time, it's why I dislike Sharon's, return. Under better writing, it could actually be a good relationship, right? You gotta believe that they'll do it better and not just have it be miserable again. So that's why I'm ready. I'm perfectly fine. Let's cut Keanu out. He tried his fucking best. But, it was a bit shite, wasn't it? Can we just stop the Keanu experiment now, please? We've had him long enough. And I'm not saying don't do it as a whole, because I'm perfectly fine I don't mind Keanu. Just get him away from Sharon. That's all you need to do. Let him get with Chelsea or something, Let him fuck. Are Ravi and Chelsea together still?
No.
Oh. Yeah, but they got back together at that party.
Yeah, and then they broke up because they found out about Randy.
Oh, yeah, because he fucking killed him. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and Chelsea believed Denise.
Fair enough.
And Ravi was like, I'm a good guy. Come on, I'm a good guy.
I'm a hell of a guy.
He was like, come on, we've all murdered someone. We've all done it. You think of the great lights, Leslie Grantham, Phil Mitchell. We've all done it. Hunter, we've all done it, guys. How am I the wrong person here? He said that's Ravi. But yeah.
Yeah, simply saying, just not with Sharon, alright? I'm fine with Keanu if he's doing something dumb on the side. Just let him start a proper family with someone on the square. Fine by me. Get with Chelsea, maybe. Get with... There's no one else really in the fucking eight. Get with Priya or something. Probably not. She's a bit too smart for Keanu. Or just bring in a new character for Keanu so he can do his own little thing in his own little bubble, and he's not fucking up Sharon.
Does that mean then the autos goes back to the Mitchells?
Maybe they'll keep it with the Taylors, but yeah, I just can't see Keanu lasting too much longer on the show because they are just cutting all ties of him to it. Maybe he genuinely just goes back to Spain and stays with Louise and they get back together. Yeah. Something like that.
And then you bring him back in 5 years, 6 years.
But I'm not entirely against the Keanu character. It's just he's spent too much time wasting Sharon's maybe not best years, but wasting some of her pretty... she's getting older now. She might be on the show for another 20 years, and we won't remember the whole Keanu period, but you're wasting their time. And that's probably the biggest issue with it. And that's why the Sharon and Phil baby twist is well earned. I love it. I got to appreciate it. And I'm having a great time with it. What do you think? Tell us in the comment section down below. I've been Ash from Watching Walford, and I've been joined by Piggy.
Yes, I have been Piggy. He is I, he is me, he is you. We are all the walrus. But yeah, I might be Keanu's kid. I don't know. I could be Keanu's kid. Ooh, what a twist that would be. Could you imagine the twist being that we don't know Watching Walford, but Keanu does? That'd be some in-universe meta shit, wouldn't it? I mean,
judging how much shit we chat on the podcast, it probably makes sense that you are Keanu's kid. What do you think about this really interesting but serious storyline? Well, did have a muffin earlier, so that was pretty good. But for the storyline, it was okay.
That is me. That is me. Like, if we ever get AI voices, like, if we ever become famous enough where people use AI voices, I better not hear you fuckers fucking making these sound smart. Like, actually, statistically, the sun won't kill us until a billion years. I don't want that. I want you guys making me replicate like I am myself. What do you think? What do you think? What's your thoughts on Phil Mitchell? But actually, you know, he's like a croissant. He's all right in small bites. But yeah, I've been Piggy from Watching Walford. Follow us on our socials, and I will give Ash's socials first. If you want Ash's content, follow him on Twitter/X at Aquadream, Real Aquadreams, YouTube at Aquadreams, and Twitch at Aquadreams. If you want wrestling, excuse me. If you want wrestling content, follow us on Warmer Match 182. You want to do the
Oh yeah.
You can subscribe to our YouTube channel at Watching Walford on YouTube, Twitch, and YouTube. Yeah, Watching Walford. Twitter.
You good, mate? You good?
I'm good.
Okay,
Hold on. Twitter/X, Instagram, and Twitch at Watching Walford, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Watching Walford. I've been doing this outro for months, and I fucked it up today.
Yes, follow us. Tell us your video idea. We've had a lot of cool video suggestions over the last couple of days, so hopefully you'll be seeing some of them fairly soon. Some are quite hard to do. Some will take some time. There are also some that are really fucking cool. So we'll be doing that as and when, but most importantly, thank you for watching Walford. Make sure to join us in the next one. Bye bye.